So derivatives of second arch, facial expressions, muscles of facial expression, nerves of this arch is facial nerve, and skeleton or cartilage of these muscles are mostly start from S. They are the stapes bone, styloid process, smaller cornu of the hyoid bones, and upper or superior part of body of hyoid bone. All are start from S. The cartilage or skeletons of the second arch are all are start from S and stylohyoid ligaments. If we considered with the third arch, arteries of the third arch are the common carotid artery and internal carotid artery, and nerves of this arch is ninth cranial nerves, is known as glossopharyngeal nerves, and muscles of this arch is only one muscle, stylo, so stylopharyngeus muscles. Then cartilage of this arch, they are the greater cornu and lower part of body of hyoid bones. They are also developed from the third. If we consider the fourth arch, the muscles of pharynx, they are developed from the fourth arch. Apart from this, another structures or nerves, they are the nerves of fourth arch is superior laryngeal nerve, branch of vagus nerve, and muscles of larynx or intrinsic muscles of larynx, they are developed from the sixth arch, and nerves of this arch is recurrent laryngeal nerve. So these are the structures or derivatives of the different arches: first, second, third, fourth, and sixth, and fifth is disappear. So each arch having the mesodermal components. Mesodermal components are the muscles, bones, cartilage, ligaments, nerves, and arteries. It is about pharyngeal arches. Now we'll discuss about pouches. What is pouches? They are situated inside the pharyngeal arches. They are lined by the membrane. It is endodermal origins, and between the any two successive arch there is the elongated structures or penetrations of this inward invaginations of endoderm is known as pouches. So there are the four pouches: first, second, third, and fourth pharyngeal pouches, and each pouches have a different structures derived. Particularly the first arch, it's having a very elongated structures, is the first pharyngeal pouch, having a proximal is known as auditory tube and distal components which are connected with the middle ear cavity and mastoid entrance. They are developed from the the first pharyngeal pouch. Second pharyngeal pouch is generally developed the mesodermal components of the palatine tonsil. Otherwise, it's responsible for intratonsillar cleft only. Intratonsillar cleft only. That means the mucous membrane around the palatine tonsil is developed from the second arch, and in between there is the mesodermal thickening is palatine tonsil. Third pouch. Two structures are developing from this. They are the parathyroid 3 and or also known as inferior parathyroid and thymus. So along with the thymus, this parathyroid gland is descend downwards. That's why its situated positions is lower than the fourth. Its name is the inferior parathyroid along with the thymus gland. Derivatives of the fourth arch. They are the superior parathyroid, and another structure is caudal pharyngeal complex or ultimobranchial arches. They are developing from the inside, means cleft or grooves. Sorry, these are the pouches of the pharyngeal arches. Now we'll discuss about the pharyngeal cleft or groove. They are outside. Pharyngeal grooves or clefts. They are ectodermal origin. The outside the arch there are the ectodermal grooves or cleft. So there are the particularly only and only first pharyngeal clefts gives rise to the external auditory meatus. Here you can see the gap or the lining epithelium of the first pharyngeal arch and second pharyngeal arch, and in between this cleft, it is first cleft. Actually it is developed the external auditory meatus. Remaining all the clefts doesn't give rise to any structure because the arch second pharyngeal arch is rapidly grows downwards and overlaps the remaining third and fourth arch. In this way it covers the all remaining arches, and in this way it's responsible for giving the smooth surface of the arches, and space between the arches and second pharyngeal cleft. This space is ultimately disappear and it is known as cervical sinus. Generally this cervical sinus is disappears, but sometimes there may be collection of the pus, and this structure is generally situated at the anterior border of middle of the sternocleidomastoid muscles, is known as cervical sinus. Another structures along with the grooves and pouches in between. Here, connections between the any two arches between the ectoderms and endoderms, very thin membrane is known as the pharyngeal membrane, and these membranes are derivatives of the first pharyngeal membrane is tympanic membrane. The tympanic membrane is developing from the first pharyngeal artery, meaning all the membranes are disappear. That's why only and only one first pharyngeal arch or the pharyngeal membrane which gives rise to the tympanic membrane. The tympanic membrane is developmentally having all three germs layer. Outside or outer layer is ectoderms, inner is endoderms, and in between fibrous mesoderms. So these are about the pharyngeal groove, cervical sinus, pharyngeal arches, and pharyngeal membranes and its derivatives. Applied anatomy regarding the branchial arches or pharyngeal arches. The main component important is branchial cyst or fistula. As we have discussed in the previous slide, the cervical sinus is due to the overlapping of the second arch over the third and fourth, and gap in between this is known as cervical sinus. So this is cervical sinus. Sometimes what happens, this cervical sinus is open on the surface. Now it is known as cervical fistula or branchial fistula. Another developmental anomaly is concerned with the first or remaining branchial arches are first arch syndrome. Most important, first arch syndrome. So which are the first arch syndromes? They are due to the lack of migration of the neural crest cells into the first pharyngeal arch, and due to that important symptoms or the disease, they are known as Treacher-Collins syndromes, Pierre-Robin syndromes, and Dees-Horst syndrome. These are the syndromes generally seen in the first arch syndrome. Remaining all are the not too much important for you. This is about applied anatomy regarding the branchial arches or pharyngeal arches. These are the short questions commonly asked in your exams, and you must find out the answer of this. They are the define the pharyngeal arches, nerves of the first arch, nerves of second and third arch, nerves of fourth and sixth arch, derivatives of the first are derivatives of the pharyngeal pouches, derivatives of pharyngeal cleft, derivatives of pharyngeal membranes, and names of arteries of each art, and nerve applied conditions related to this. Almost all the things we have covered in this slides. So this is about the pharyngeal arteries. Thank you.